Hello everybody and welcome back to Access Blockbusters and welcome to a quick spoiler reaction to episode 2 of Secret Invasion called Promises. In this video I'll be laying out some of my quick thoughts about the episode, what I liked, what I didn't like, what I think about the show so far, and we can discuss it more in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about Secret Invasion and whether or not you're liking the show through 2 episodes. But first, if you haven't subscribed to the Access Blockbusters channel, please make sure to do so. And guys, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I can't thank you enough again. And as a big thank you, if you haven't seen the video on the YouTube channel or the post in the community tab, I am doing an AMA and Ask Me Anything. Please go watch the video for some more guidelines on how to submit questions, but I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and questions that you want me to answer in the AMA. I'd just be so happy to answer anything that you guys want to know. So again, check out the video. It's on the YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers again. All right, let's get into Secret Invasion. And guys, we have so much to talk about in such a short amount of time, so let's just get into it. So, one of the things that I loved about episode 1 is the deliberate tone, how much time this show is taking to explore Nick Fury as a character. We've seen Nick Fury the leader, the character who brought together the Avengers and who had to put up a bold face in the face of danger and the threat of existential terror. And maybe we've seen some vulnerable parts of him, but we really haven't seen that much other than just the leader. So now we get to see the person, the Nick Fury, who is broken, he's battered, he's been changed by the blip, and towards the end of the episode we see his wife, and I'm sure that will lead to even more personal revelations about him in episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6. But what I love about Samuel L. Jackson's performance in this episode in particular is how broken of a character he is. He's playing Nick Fury in such a different way, but also the same Nick Fury, so you feel the mannerisms of the character throughout the entirety of the MCU, and yet you understand that this Nick Fury is frankly maybe near the end of the road. The conversation he has with Talos on the train and how upset he gets at Talos for allowing a million skrulls to be on Earth, that was a powerful scene. And I think Talos had every right to be mad, but I think Nick Fury also had a right to be mad, although, again, he did break his promise. That's the premise of this episode, it's promises. And I love how they're building up the character of Gravik as well, that he has a reason to be angry at Fury because Fury broke his promise. Fury said, I'm going to find you guys a home, but in exchange, and here's the thing, this is what's so brilliant about this premise, is that it's not just that Fury and Carol Danvers said we're going to find you a home, and they didn't deliver on that. That in itself is bad. What's even worse is what they reveal, and Fury says, I'm going to find you a home, but in exchange, you work for me as spies, and Fury didn't deliver on finding them a home. So I love we're getting to see that about Gravik as well. For Kingsley Ben-Adir himself, I think the performance is good for an MCU villain. I'm still waiting to see a little bit more gravitas other than just sort of the, hey look, I'm kind of evil, but I'm sure that'll come, maybe. Although he is going to be a Super Skrull in the end, so maybe not. Some fun Easter eggs as well, by the way, about him being a Super Skrull and the scientists carving up DNA and trying to implement them to, get all the superhero powers. That's pretty cool. Emilia Clarke's Gaia, who knows where she's going, who knows what side she's on. I frankly have no idea where she's going to end up at the end of this series. And the conversation between Rhodey and Fury, that is easily, I think, one of the best written scenes in the entire MCU, because you have the literal conversation about what's going on, about Fury trying to ask Rhodey for help about the Skrulls, but then you have the subtext as well, saying that they were both black men having to fight really hard for the positions that they were in. I think that all of that stuff, it blends together in a really compelling conversation between the two characters. And look, hey, Rhodey might be a Skrull, but I think Rhodey is also very justified in firing Nick Fury because Fury did screw up Russia, for sure. The mission in Moscow, I think while Fury would be arguing, and he did argue that he was there to help protect the people and stop the attack, from the outside looking in, from the United States perspective, he did mess up. So who knows if Rhodey is actually a Skrull or not? He's been the leading candidate ever since we knew he was going to be in Secret Invasion and he was going to be so close to the government, but who knows? So in the end, this episode to me sort of reinforces the idea that this show feels almost more like a movie. There are some Disney Plus shows that feel like television shows like She-Hulk and WandaVision, but then there are some that feel more like a movie that was cut up into 6 parts. I think that The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is one of them, and I think that this one is starting to feel like it because this episode is a lot of development. It's not a lot of physical movement or plot movement, but we're developing the characters, we're developing the intrigue, we're developing the stories, and I think that episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6 are going to benefit greatly from episode 2, so I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode. Because once you spend this much time on the foundation, hopefully you've built up enough of a foundation that you can hit the ground running in episodes 3 and beyond to wrap up what is shaping up to be a very promising show so far. So what did you guys think of Secret Invasion episode 2, Promises? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. Check out the video about the AMA to submit a question, and I will see you guys in the next one.